you ever wondered why some individuals stay in relationships that are harmful, painful, and damaging? When an individual is in an abusive relationship but chooses to stay even after being beaten or ridiculed time and time again, we scratch our heads and wonder, why does that person not just leave? On a lesser degree, there are many times when we are surrounded by individuals who are hurtful or manipulative and make having a relationship with that person very difficult. These are people who engage in toxic behavior. Toxic people are people who are not willing to own their own behaviors. They believe that their behavior is normal and that other people are too sensitive. Toxic individuals tend to be supercritical and find fault with others. Toxic individuals tend to be perfectionistic. They manipulate others by using tools such as guilt, shame, and rejection. They resort to name-calling or embarrassing others in front of friends and family or even strangers. They love telling people what they should do, and they love giving life lessons. Toxic individuals create a sense that you need to please them, and if you do not please them, which you will never do, they will let you know right away that they are not happy with you. The truth is that toxic individuals will never be pleased, mostly because they do not own their own feelings and somehow believe that other people are responsible for how they feel. Toxic people believe that nothing you do is ever going to be good enough, but they dangle acceptance in front of you, urging you to try harder to get their acceptance. There are many reasons why toxic people have become toxic. They behave this way because they are trying to cope with how they are feeling. Oftentimes, toxic people have been wounded deeply, but they are unwilling to practice vulnerability by sharing what has happened to them. Ironically, the person who has a relationship with a toxic person is also wounded and is expecting that the toxic person is going to help them feel better about themselves. Neither person can change the other. They both have to own their own feelings and what is going on inside. Individuals stay in toxic relationships because they believe that in the barrel of toxic goo, they are going to find connection, acceptance, and approval. They believe that somewhere deep down, hidden in all that toxicity, there's something that they're going to be able to wrap their hands around in order to feel accepted. They keep rummaging through the toxic mess, even though they become scarred, burned, or eaten away. The problem does not lie with the toxic goo, though. The problem lies with the person who's willing to reach inside of that toxic goo. The problem is that that person who reaches into the toxic goo usually does not believe that they are worthy of acceptance, approval, or love. They hope that if they can reach far enough into that toxic goo, they're going to find something in there that's going to help them be accepted and loved. What they're dealing with is shame, which is defined as the deep and abiding feeling or experience that they are flawed and defective and therefore not worthy of love and belonging. In order to stop the pattern of reaching into that toxic sludge, we have to come to believe that we are worthy of love and belonging, whether or not we get acceptance from others. We also have to let go of the expectation that we are ever going to make the toxic person happy. The feelings of peace, joy, love, acceptance, and happiness come from our own authentic selves. If a toxic person demands that you have to make them happy, they are going to be severely disappointed. If you believe that you will be happy when you make that toxic person happy, you will also be severely disappointed. The journey to self-acceptance can be long and arduous. However, when one begins to know that they are worthy of love and belonging, they are better able to enforce personal boundaries. They stop reaching out to individuals who are not capable of providing love and belonging. They start reaching out to individuals who do provide love and acceptance in healthy ways. Here's one way to begin challenging your belief system of unworthiness. Write down answers to the following questions. I am worthy of love and belonging simply because... When I reach out to people who are incapable of providing pure love and acceptance, I end up... If I was around a toxic person and I knew that I was worthy of love and belonging, whether or not I got acceptance from them, I would... After soul-searching these questions, determine whether you believe what you wrote. If not, ask yourself, why not? By understanding your own worth, you are in a much better position to be able to change your environment and experience greater peace. By believing that you are worthy of love and belonging, you are also in a much better position to stop reaching into that toxic goo only to be hurt again.